Oh, okay. Yo versus TaToH. Yo is playing as the Portuguese. TaToH is playing as the Armenians on a water map migration. Welcome in, everyone. Group stage. This is their second group stage set each. And we're going to see what the Armenians can do on the water. Now, if you're wondering, but Dave, what bonuses do the Armenians have? What could they possibly have? The Armenians aren't classically a naval civilization. They're up there in the mountains. Well, they fire off 2 shots from every galley. The second shot is only doing 1 damage. But it can help if you're going like fires or something and your galley is only doing 1 damage anyway. That second shot is going to do 1 additional damage. So you're going to be doubling your damage output, which is pretty pog. Also, they have a tech which makes their demos 30% or 33% more effective. I don't know if it has another effect. Don't kill that. Thank you. It's listening. I don't know if it has another effect, but their demos do have a 33% bigger splash radius of damage. Also, they have the mule cart, which is hella efficient, more efficient than a lumber camp. And as people have said here, if TaToH wants to not spend on another mule cart, he can simply position it over. He's making another one, but he can simply position it over here and take gold and wood at the same time. Yo, with the Portuguese, we know what the Portuguese can do. They're going to be spending less on gold units. Their berries are going to be taking in food and wood at the same time. And we know their tech tree is really, really solid for contesting the center, right? We see a lot of monks here. See Arbalest and early imp. Portuguese can do both of those things very, very well. TaToH with Armenians. Fortified churches seem solid. Right? You build that first fortified church, I suppose, somewhere on the middle. You get some relics garrisoned in it, and it starts firing off arrows. You can garrison villagers to fire off more. You have fortified churches all over the place. Maybe that'll work. Also, if you want to control this center area with the fishing eco behind you, maybe you could go land in Dark Age, make some spearmen, upgrade them to pikemen, and just be patrolling around. Would those fortified monastery for map control be super good? No, probably not. It's intimidating at first, but I think Yo's going to be used to the fact as Yo comes over really, really early with the villagers, and he's going to go forward dock again. He's going fast feudal water pressure. We saw this attempt from him with Persians before. He transports over in Dark Age, and then he builds docks here, and then he's ready to produce. And this time he's gotten the timing right, I believe.
Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax.
I think he's gotten the timing right. He was a little bit too late with the Persians last time, and he didn't have the docks up in time. But I think he's going to have it this time, and TaToH can't see it. Even though he spread out his fish, TaToH cannot see this. Oh, boy. Unfortunate. For sure. Damn, dude. Anyway, fortified churches. I think Yo's seen enough of them by now. As TaToH can't see this either. Oh, no, dude. Oh, imagine if Yo went over here. Would have been able to see it. I think Yo's seen enough of them. And, well, they're not the is he really transporting his scout over to... Can I finish my sentence, Yo, before you do something else that we haven't seen before? He's found a villager. Hello, Vil. How are you? Are you good? You don't look good. You look dead. That's a sick play from Yo. That is something we have not seen. Really solid stuff. And TaToH's going to be like, what? He's going to worry about potential forward here. And then he's going to see the fire galleys coming out because he hasn't spotted the docks yet. Yo is in Feudal Age already, so his scout is going to be more powerful than TaToH's, and TaToH is in for a world of hurt here as Yo is going all sorts of aggressive on this migration map. So what I was trying to get at with the fortified churches is that the arrow fire kind of sucks, and he's sending the 2 mills over. Oh my god, bro, it's early. Stop, Yo, stop. This isn't how people play migration nowadays. I love it though. I absolutely love it. He's going crazy mode. And he's walling it off a little bit. And now he's going for a tower, and TaToH is still 7 seconds away from Feudal Age. TaToH can stop all of this with a tower of his own. And he's going to shut it down early. He could theoretically just move the mule cart over, and it's kind of annoying me a little bit that TaToH made another mule cart for this gold, but instead of just shifting these ones. But it is what it is. Yo is also killing the fish from behind here as he adds some more fish of his own, and he gets loom for his villagers. And, well, I think he just left with his vills. He did. he forced TaToH to use a little bit of res on that tower, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gone. And he leaves. With the mule cart, you can just leave. Yeah, but you don't want your opponent to have a tower on your island. It's worth the investment. Even if you can just shift to another wood line, you do not want Yo with a place he can hide his villagers, a place he can potentially set up production buildings. You don't want that at all. Also worth pointing out that Yo's fire galleys do have 10 more HP than TaToH's. So he should be favored on the water. As we see a couple more fire galleys over here. And Yo is still killing fish. Yo has killed a villager and 7 fishing ships from TaToH. TaToH still has significantly more res collected, but he's not up to Castle Age. So his fast castle build is completely scuffed here because of the pressure from Mr. Yo. He definitely did not plan for this. Definitely did not. And Yo is going to be the first one to click up. This is really impressive stuff from Yo. He has to try and avoid losing his fish, though. He's still keeping up pressure here, but TaToH knows that he needs to send these guys forward. And there we go. He's here. Yo will retreat this way. He's going to run this way with some fish, and he's only got 1 dock back. Demolition raft coming up from TaToH. Yo's got to be careful. TaToH finds these hits. TaToH finds the good hits. That man is in danger. And TaToH does indeed find the good hits. As Yo is now losing all of his fish. He does have a market. He can click up if he wants to, and he's going for a stable. And I simply wonder if he's going to transport units over here. Because TaToH still has not seen any of this. And now Yo's fish are looping around this way to fish at the front. Where TaToH was fishing.
Have a
nice demo there from Yo. Beautiful demo.
Your mouse never slips and your head do not get burned and your dreams come true.
Thank you, Chemical. That's the nicest thing anything's ever said to me. I hope your voice won't go bad and your mouse never slips and your head do not get burned and your dreams come true. Who's burning my head? Yo, Dodeka, thank you for the 5, bro. The sun? Oh, yeah, that. I don't get sun, dude. I'm a streamer. What do we talk? What's the what's the sun? Going outside, LOL, exactly. TaToH's now shifting villagers to the center. It's only 1 villager, And he's angling like he wants to go to Yo's Island now. Hang on a second. Maybe TaToH is like, hey, you wanted to play this forward game and this landing game. I can do that as well. As Yo has a demo over here, he gets a shot against that fire galley, trying to save his transport ship now. Has another demo coming up from this side, and it's going to be a good one. Oh, that's beautiful. War galley coming in now, as we haven't even seen the double firing galleys yet. And Yo finds the scout from TaToH. He did not see the villager, though. And TaToH's just going to wall that in, just in case, as Yo takes a look around. He saw the transport. He has to assume there's a villager somewhere. Just hasn't found it yet. Yo will go for TC, a monastery. He shifts monks over here. Could be big, but TaToH could go for a fortified church on his island, which he probably wants to do anyway. And Yo has found this. Yo has found the villager. As he still keeps control of the water with his fires at the front, and he's fishing in front of TaToH's island. TaToH trying to keep that villager safe. Trying to get some scout production so he can branch out with it. And he's making another transport ship. And he's transporting over this way. TaToH knows the way of the sneaks. Yo thinks he's covered it all over here. Yo is probably not going to have any units patrolling over here looking for stuff. And that's why TaToH makes another ship. So that there's no chance of Yo spotting this. You participating in the cartographer's tourney with T90? I would love to, as we see the first fortified church come out here. And this villager is retreating. TaToH, though, sniping a monk. I would love to, but I looked at it. It's round of 64, so I don't know if our... I don't know if my rating's going to be high enough to put us in round of 64. I don't know if it's like just the highest rated teams get in. Maybe I can actually play. As TaToH tries to go for a fortified church, but he's denied. Yo cannot let this happen. He cannot let this happen. Oh my god. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way, right? There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, he's dead. Perfect. He tried. He definitely tried. Fires still putting in work for Mr. Yo. Maybe I could actually play and get my rating up, but we'll see. Warrior priests are now being added from TaToH. Now, these things are weak versus scouts and light cav, but I think they basically solo a light cav. Like, I think they can barely survive 1v1 against a light cav. So it's not like the hardest counter in the world. Can they be converted without atonement? Is the question. No, they don't? Really? They don't. We were watching that Hera game, though, on Arena, and it felt like they were winning the fight against the light cav. Maybe they had Sanctity then. They can solo scouts, though? Okay. It must be close against the light cav then. Because I remember them winning a 1v1. Light cav barely wins. Okay. Good to know. They lose barely to a light cav without bloodlines. Ah, interesting. Anyway. Warrior priests kind of healing up the light cav behind. We've got a fortified church with the auto-generated relic over here. We've got some monks behind. And it looks like you do not need atonement to convert these warrior priests, as Yo is pushing forward with a castle This is going to be very concerning for TaToH. He's got a mangonel, but it's only at 20%. So now TaToH has to either retreat from this position or delay this castle until his mangonel comes out. You need atonement. He researched atonement. Jesus Christ. I'm confused. Help. Professional caster, by the way. This is why we figure this stuff out, dude, before the finals of the tournament. This is why we figure this stuff out right now in the group stage. I'm asking for your help, chat, not your mockery. All right? Barry's here from Yo. Going to be good with the Portuguese, and he's going to go up. And Yo has just completely been controlling the game so far. TaToH's done a good job to react to what Yo is doing, but that's essentially what TaToH's been doing. He's just reacting the entire game. The only proactive thing he's done is sending a villager forward like this. Everything else has been in response to something Yo is currently doing. Warrior Priests are now shifting over here with the villagers. TaToH's looking for maybe a castle placement. And I think Organ Guns should be pretty good against these Warrior Priests because they have very low Pierce armor. Organ Guns should be really solid.
I just got here and Dave is already yelling at chat. Not that we don't deserve it, mind you.
I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling! Damn, I like the way that the Organ Guns look now with the new capture rage updates. And apparently in the game too. Yo is chasing this to the edge of the... Oh, no way, dude. Ain't no way, bro. Is TaToH going to Yo's island? I mean, he's going to go there with 5 vills, but he's not going to join him with these ones, that's for sure. Unless... TaToH's going for a fortified church. Does it help him, though? I think Yo saw that, and he goes for a monastery of his own. His won't be fortified, though, and he can't garrison villas to fire arrows. His will just be a regular old boring monastery. But he is completing the wall off on this side, so TaToH's landing here has kind of been a little bit stalled. TaToH will be landing the warrior priests in addition to those villagers, but TaToH has bigger problems. Namely, this castle, which is on a hill, with his opponent almost an Imperial Age, and Yo having 42 on food. Now, if we're wondering how did Yo get 42 farms set up, he didn't. There's 10 villagers on the Water Buffalo. There's 10 more villagers over there. He has a decent farm set up back behind this. But most of that food generation is going to run out after a while. Also some villas on the hunt as well. Feitoria on the main island. Maybe. Could go for Feitorias. He's got 1,600 food. And it's a university here for Yo as TaToH makes a mule card on his opponent's island. And TaToH is going to attempt to distract Mr. Yo over here. But Yo is taking control of the most important area of the map, which is right here. Also, I think Yo could arguably send a few organ guns over and transport to TaToH's island. Take a page out of his book. As TaToH, even though he has a forward position, even though he has some stuff on the middle, and 89 villagers says, yeah, this isn't happening. Simply isn't happening. Beautiful game from Mr. Yo. Absolutely beautiful. It's not often that you see TaToH on the back foot and caught by surprise. And you know what? We haven't seen an aggressive strategy like this on migration. And we've seen a lot of migration in the last 3 or 4 months. Now, questions about the Armenians, what their potential is on this map, right? What was TaToH cooking up to begin with? Was it just fortified churches? I don't know. But he didn't even have time to showcase the strategy because Yo was so aggressive. And it was a great castle age time behind that from Yo as well. What was the strat? So Yo, in Dark Age, sent villagers with a transport ship. Super early. He only made 2 fishing ships. across to the middle, made 2 docks, sent his scout over, killed a dock villager from Yo, killed all the fish with the fires, then sent 2 villagers over and tried to tower. TaToH invested into a tower, so he deletes it, sends them back, gets up to Castle Age, starts booming up with stable in Feudal Age to control the middle. And yeah, it was really solid. Really, really solid. Better eco, not by much for Mr. Yo, but the end of the day, TaToH GG's before he even clicks him. What do you think about Hera spoiling the Warlord results and getting a backlash? As a content creator, we can try a little bit to not spoil, but at the end of the day, if someone's getting results spoiled for them, that's on them. You should never complain about getting spoiled unless you have asked in advance on a live stream. Even that. No, actually, no, there's no excuse to be complaining about getting spoiled. Absolutely zero excuse. Unless the creator has promised not to spoil you and then spoils you anyway, there is zero excuse to be complaining about that. That is 100% on you. 100% on you. You just have to be proactive if you really don't want to be spoiled. What did Hera do? Nothing. He was just updating people. He was tweeting, and he was updating people on the Warlord sets, which is what Twitter is for if you're an Age of Empires 2 personality in the scene, right? He's like, wow, what a great set. 3-0 for this person or 3-1 for this person. It's not his tournament, though? What? He's playing in it, bro. His team's playing in it. He's watching it. He's a fan of Age of Empires. What do you mean it's not his tournament, though? What the fuck kind of logic is that? It's not his tournament, though. What? Hope you're joking. All right. Did you see the Nilly It's Over video? And what are your thoughts on it? It's sad. I like Nilly a lot. But he's not gonna be, like, completely gone from the scene, right? He's just not gonna be full-time streaming anymore. All right. Yo playing his Aztecs, TaToH playing his Incas, and we are on Enclosed. This should be an interesting matchup. Incas have kind of taken over the Aztecs as our best Mezzo Civ. I know they're not technically Mezzo, right? We don't need the chatting comments here. But that's what we've called them for years. So we will continue to call them that. Yeah. And TaToH is going to open up with Militia. 9-Ville start, of course, so this gets rolling a little bit sooner than usual if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, oh my god, how on earth are they already making Militia at 2 minutes into the game with 13 villagers? How is that even physically possible? It's a 9-Ville start. And that's what you sound like. Is Nelly going back to poker? We need more river card heartbreak videos. He's not sure what he's doing. Although, I did see a couple of the boys trying to organize a poker tournament to raise money for NAC 5. Because Nelly has a lot of... there's a big deficit that he needs to make up for in terms of production costs and whatnot. And that's pretty cool. Might cast part of it. I don't know. I might join it. We'll see. That would be fun. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool idea. Uh-oh. Yo saw the eagle. TaToH should have never shown that eagle. Yo manages to get loom. And Yo will wall in this vill. But that villager is very alone out there. And remember, on enclosed, that's the only gold you get. Is on the other side of the stone. All the other golds you need to traverse a lot of distance to get there. And the gold income for Yo is going to be stalled out quite a bit. But Yo is up to the feudal age faster than TaToH. Let's see what he can do. Why don't you host any tournaments? I probably should. It would benefit the channel a lot. But there's a couple reasons. Number one, you have to plan like 8 months in advance. That's really sloppy from Yo to let that wall go down. He's going to try and escape. TaToH should be able to kill this villager. So you see Yo just kind of dancing back and forth. TaToH not able to get the eagle in front to block. Dave is lazy. I am lazy. That's part of the reason. That's not the major reason, though. Number one, you have to plan like 8 months is short term. You have to plan like over a year in advance for a tournament usually. And I don't even know if I'm gonna be still be streaming in a year. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, pen myself down with some commitment to a tournament that I'm then gonna have to cast every single set of, or I'm expected to if I'm asking for funding from Microsoft. Number two, I don't really like all the organizational stuff. Reminds me too much of my work that I was doing before. Not a big fan. Number three, I don't have any really good ideas for tournaments. Shut up, you will still be streaming. Huh, I just don't know. Anyway, Yo is going forward. He's been cut off the gold here. TaToH is in feudal age. He's getting men-at-arms. He's got loom, so he went up with no loom. And he's not going forward. He's just going to the berries with these villagers. Damn, dude. What did you do before? I was a marketing manager before. I was in marketing for 8-9 years. Men-at-arms are forward. Yo is in all sorts of trouble here, folks. He has not been collecting gold for a very long time. That means he can only go for 2 archers currently, as TaToH attempts to block this archer. And this start from Yo is nowhere near as good as the start from last game. He still has not lost a villager, but the worker efficiency for him is way down. You can see that kind of reflected in the res collected so far. And he still has to deal with these men-at-arms forward, and you know that TaToH has a follow-up to this. He's got the skirmishers coming. He's got Eagle Scouts in production. And he's just safely working away on his economy, but Yo has managed to defend himself. And Aztec production cannot be underestimated. Even though Incas are saving food on their unit cost, Aztec production is still there. Military produces faster.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
I'm Dave from marketing. Sounds lame. Yeah. Are you the one spamming my inbox with ads? No, I try to be more creative than that. So many people in marketing are not creative at all, though. Actually, no. I will say there are many creative people in marketing, but they are absolutely beat down by usually their boss, who is not a creative person and doesn't listen to their ideas. I've met so many marketing people that have fantastic ideas, only for the CEO or whatever to come in and just completely nuke everything. It's like, but what if? Hate that. Analytics are crushing creativity in that space. I disagree. I think enough people don't pay attention to analytics, and you can mix analytics and creativity at the same time if you're smart enough. All right, good micro there from TaToH. Takes out a skirm, takes out an archer. Still has the men-at-arms here. He doesn't have much value from just sending those in, but the value they're giving is protecting these skirms from this eagle as he takes out another archer. And Yo is just like, yeah, I'm not messing with this. Yo's getting absolutely rinsed by these micro battles. So Yo is just going to be a little bit more defensive here. Going to get his farm eco up and rolling. And he's just going to try and keep his economy safe with this army he's producing. ChatGPT can create better marketing strats than any human, maybe. Both men-at-arms are dead, so he can send his eagles in now. But now TaToH has eagles. Armor is in for his eagles as well, making them incredibly threatening to the skirmishers. You have YouTube Pro or watch ads? I have YouTube Premium, yeah, or YouTube Red or whatever it is. That is like YouTube Red is one of my best investments in terms of like monthly subscriptions. So good. I can watch so many YouTube videos on my phone, which I do all the time without ads. It's beautiful. All right. How does Yo deal with this? He's got a few eagles, and this one's trying to sneak in from behind. Now it's within minimum range of the skirms, but Yo backs away. I like the fact that Yo isn't biting with the villagers. He's not biting, he's not fighting. He's trying to keep his eco running. But the defeat is a long time coming. As TaToH masses eagles. I can't think of anything to rhyme with eagle except beagle. But why would Yo have a beagle here? Why would Yo have a beagle? Seagull? He died like Smeagol? Is this legal? Yeah, there's nothing regal about this, dude. He's dead. He is so dead. He is so dead. Oh my god. Where's the army, Yo? Where is it? It's not here, man. It's Skirmisher Eagle for TaToH. And we've seen everything unfold here. TaToH just wins every engagement. 22-8 KD. Yo forced to go into a tower. We know the Aztecs won't die this easy. Yo's going to go for a market. He's going to try and get up to the castle age, but he doesn't really have that much res here. And he'll keep the eagles coming out. Now, the production for him is a little bit faster than the production for TaToH, but is it enough? I don't know, because TaToH's probably going to click up to castle age faster than Yo. Poor militia would clean this. Maybe. And TaToH's just like, why don't I sit underneath this? And Yo's going to show him why he doesn't sit underneath that. Because it's a terrible idea. TaToH clicks up to castle age. Yo, maybe he could sell some of his wood. Buy some food. He's still lacking resources, though. He's going to need to sell wood again. Drop off some food and drop off some gold. And there we go. He's almost up. He's almost up. He knows he's on the clock. He sells more wood, and he's up. But he is 30 seconds later than TaToH. TaToH has double barracks production. Mr. Yo does as well. But he doesn't have enough wood because he's reseeding his farms here. He doesn't have enough wood to make another barracks. And he needs to turn off... I think he needs to turn off auto farm here. I think you need more wood. More food isn't going to get you that much here. We'll see, though. Skirmishers are basically a non-issue pretty soon. We see a lot of them dying. And now the Eagles need to retreat, and suddenly we have a situation where the villagers are equal. The Eagles from Yo have a good position forward. And maybe he's back into this game. He's finding a lot of kills. Guys, What happened to the KD? It's even. It was 20-8. TaToH gets to the castle age, and Yo will need to retreat. As we can see, these Eagles going up to 7 attack. Yo's Eagles are sitting at a casual 4. But still, Yo has bought himself a ton of time. And he's going to lose a couple Eagles back here, but he takes 3 villagers with him, TaToH. And he runs away. So good counter raid there. Maybe that's why he was pulling this army out of position. Eagle Warrior on the way in as Yo now loses a bunch more Eagles of his own, but still, he's in a much better position right now than I thought he would ever be in this game. However, TaToH has the ability to mix in slingers with the Incas, and Incas have always been particularly good in the matchups against Mayans and Aztecs because they have the opportunity to go for slingers. Now, what Yo will do against that, I don't know. Is it going to be Monastery? Yep, there it is. Aztecs go Eagles and Monks, and Eagles and Monks go Burr. It's basically the theme with this Civ. Smeagol Warrior? Yes. That is a very intimidating slinger. Good patience from Yo. Here to not take that engagement. He goes for a town center. He's also sending Eagles over to the other side, and he's going to find the first monk from TaToH. That's a good snipe. We already have 1 relic inside, though. And he's looking for another monk. He knows there's another one somewhere. He's looking for it. Gotta watch out for those slingers, dude. Can't take that fight. Not with slingers behind. And there's 4 of them now. Yo needs to get some conversions on these guys. Maybe build up a slinger army of his own. Second armor upgrade now on the way from TaToH. The advantage now for Yo is going to be that he has this second TC producing. If he can avoid losing any more villagers, he's going to have the food to produce vills. If anything, he had way too much on food. Too many. And TaToH takes a really bad fight here with the Eagles. What's going on? TaToH, are we distracted or something? Maybe he dropped? There's a pause here? Game was paused by TaToH? Such a weird fight. Under that tower there. I think something must have happened. I mean, TaToH's still in a decent position with the slinger number, and he still has Eagles around. Although they're kind of really split up. He does have 11 of them on the field, so he has a bigger army than Yo. But Yo has kind of managed to stabilize. I still think TaToH's in the lead here. Just needs to keep getting extra TCs up, I think. 1 more TC would be good. 3rd TC would be great as well. He's grabbing the relics. He's keeping his army production going. And Yo is still completely on the defensive. As Yo goes for a 3rd TC up here. TaToH goes for a 2nd TC over here. And he should add another one. And there it is. Yo will take the villager lead shortly. But TaToH's still in a solid position economically. And you can see overall, he is ahead on res collected. Now the Eagles are coming in. And the Eagles have +2 armor. Yo needs to complete these quick walls. If even one of those failed, that would have been disastrous for him. Scorpion now out for Mr. Yo. Try and deal with those slingers, and this Scorpion, unfortunately for Yo, is going to die immediately. And now the slingers are in a position that Yo doesn't want them to be in, controlling this choke point in the middle of his base. Tower is still getting some value against the Eagles, but remember, +2 armor for TaToH. as he takes some really good engagements against Yo's Eagles. And Yo, once again, down to 5 Eagles. TaToH pulling ahead on the KD now. Still controlling the production buildings at the front. And now booming behind with 3 TC. Really, really solid job. Aztec champ Skirm pretty crazy for Inca to kill, but dies before getting there. I think TaToH, I mean, if you have the castles, right? TaToH is like the automatic counter for Incas to almost everything, but you have to have the castles. But if you have the castles, I think TaToH kills that pretty hard. Is this the first set? Am I finally going to watch live? No, you are currently watching a VOD. I have preemptively made this comment because I knew you would be here. Is the obsession on attacking houses a bit odd? Not really. He can't fight underneath here, right? What else is he going to do with his army? He's keeping it here so that Yo has to keep this here. Okay, who wins the World Series? That hasn't happened yet. Phillies. I thought so. Dude, I thought the Phillies were like a lock to win the World Series. Damn, dude. As soon as the Braves were out, oh, God. One villager down. And that is only the second villager that TaToH has lost this game. As Yo comes forward with another Eagle army, but there's always the slingers behind you. You can see these things have 11 kills. And it feels like they haven't been a part of many of these engagements either. But they've been super valuable. TaToH goes for a forward siege workshop. Skirmisher coming in now from Yo. And TaToH almost has enough stone for a castle. And that is surely coming forward, right? Surely that castle is going forward. You can even make it right here. I think might be good to cut off all this farming from Yo. Usually don't see it in the inner circle. You usually see it on the backside, but I think here is okay. Where are the 5 relics? TaToH has 3, as you can see represented here. Yo has 2, and there's the castle right there from TaToH. Solid castle. I think it might even range that town center with Bodkin. It probably ranges with Fletching. Town centers are weird because you only need to hit the outer edge, and it should. But the more important thing is that it cuts off all this farming happening on this side. Yo pushes in. He's got the Mangonel behind. He's got the Scorpions as well, but it's just too many Eagles, guys. Too many Eagles for TaToH, and Yo is missing that second armor upgrade. Also, still some slingers alive behind, even though Yo tried to clear those up earlier. The castle is now up, and TaToH are now coming out. And like I said before, TaToH are kind of like the ultimate composition for Incas. They're a super solid unit. University now coming up for TaToH, and he should be in a position to click up to Imperial Age before Yo. Yo, gathering stone, thinking about maybe a castle as well, but once again, has just been forced to hang out here with all of his army all game. TaToH was too aggressive in one fight, and that's about it. Yo got a big clear up, but TaToH still had production behind that, and he's never really had a chance to come out and raid TaToH's base to force any of that army back. It's been a very comfortable experience here for TaToH. Surprised Yo lasted this long. That's what she said. Yo is out of wood. Let's see what she said. Big attack round. Big attack round there from TaToH. He's got the TaToH as well. And Yo is sacrificing everything. He's risking it all for these Mangonels. Maybe not the greatest play to send every single Eagle in there, but it is what it is, you know? TaToH clicks up, and Yo is somehow going to click up right behind him. What? Yo clicks up right behind him. How? After everything that's happened this game, we don't know, but he's somehow still alive and calls the GG. Because of the raids back here, because of this stuff. The tower in the center was also a nice touch from TaToH. But at least he clicked up. Ritz, thank you for the 7. Pluto, thank you. Trebuchet, thank you for the 2 months as well. Thanks for the follows, guys. Good series, 1-1. I like watching these two, though. They're going to trade wins back and forth, probably. TaToH with a little bit better eco. Yo, it all started at the beginning when he sent that villager out to gold. He managed to save her, but then she had to abandon that position. He went into archer range, but he didn't have any gold income to keep up the archer production. And TaToH had a really good uptime behind those 2 militia, upgraded to men-at-arms, added 2 more, and then went with the skirm follow-up. And he, how long was he standing in this position here? Like, just back and forth. He always had units here, and Yo had to respect that. He could never send his own force forward to raid. Yo can beat anyone not named Hera. The last set they had, Yo beat Hera. 3-1, I believe. So... I don't know, dude. I don't know. Oh my god, spoilers? Yeah. Cultivated meat. Thank you for the gifts of the gummy worm. Appreciate it. Please say bagel. The result... Oh, you want me to say bagel? Or bagel? I don't even know. Bagel? I just say bagel. Win for the Incas. Loss for the Aztecs. 1-1. And a win on enclosed. I don't usually get hungry in the morning, but I woke up famished today. Oh, that sucks. Hope it gets better. We going to Nomad. We're going to Nomad. We're going to Nomad. Let's take a look at the civs. Spanish is banned from TaToH. Persians is banned. Italians is banned by Yo. We're missing a lot of very good Nomad civilizations. And then we have Japanese, Slavs, and Burgundians. And Bohemians. Okay, so Yo's going Bohemians. And TaToH will likely go for a strong monk civilization to counter that. We're looking at the remaining maps here. Nomad Hideout, Land Madness. Land Madness is probably going to be Magyars. Hideout is probably going to be Malay, which means that it's going to be Burmese on Nomad, right? Burmese or Byzantines? I've been saying it for years. I think Burmese are so hot on Nomad. They're so hot. They're steaming. Danana, thank you for the 6 months. I think Burmese are so underrated on Nomad. You can go Fast Castle Unique Unit if you want. You can go Monks. You can go Monk Siege. You get the wood upgrade for free. You can see where all the relics are. It's just a good civ. Auto's lumber upgrades is such an advantage. It is. You're steaming hot too, you bald weird light bulb. I just get called a light bulb? I just unironically got called a light bulb, though. He just roasted and flirted with you in one fell swoop. Yeah.
like my great aunt, when I pull a surprise visit, she was like,
T90's about to start, guys. He's about to go live.
fuck you all, your lives are so sad, I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Who cares about T90? I do. One of my best friends, dude. What do you mean who cares about T90? I care. Minute and a half left till we get into the game, and it's going to be Bohemians against Burmese. So Bohemians should have the advantage here. We've seen the Hussite Wagon play. I think the key to the Hussite Wagon play is having not just the wagons, but also follow-up, right? We need towers or castles or monks in follow-up for the Bohemians. Otherwise, the other civilization could just go redemption and convert the wagons. And as hard as your wagons are to kill, the converted wagons are equally as difficult. And we've seen a lot of players struggle with that. Yo particularly struggled against Viper when Viper had like 13 Hussite wagons. And he was Portuguese. Maybe we'll see the broken strat with the... I don't think that... Like, players have countered it fine. I don't think it's that broken. It can be broken if you follow it up with some towers or castles or something. Vivi did a fantastic job of that yesterday against Leary. A bit of an awkward defense early, and then he went for the towers around the monasteries, and Leary just couldn't keep up production. Does T90 play OE2? He didn't qualify for this. Yeah, he's a really good player. The last time he made a qualifier run was for Titans League, and he lost in silver. Lost against Chalou, which was unexpected. All right, welcome to Nomad. 9 villagers start here, so we have villagers all over the map. Yo is going to be TCing down here on some berries. TaToH is going to be TCing over here near some gold. And let's take a look. Is there much stone around for Yo? No. The closest stone for Yo is right here, and that's in the the middle of the map. Really unfortunate placement there. Ideally, he wants some stone so he can get that castle up and the Hussite wagons out, but he does have gold back here, which is nice. It's docked at the top here. TaToH is going to dock at the bottom, and both players only keeping one villager at the docks, so maybe they figured out that 2 or 3 vills there gathering food is not that great. Potentially. Who knows? Top 100 global is a bigger deal than people give credit for. I think Tristan's a really good player, dude. Really, really solid player. He's better than anyone else in chat currently. Unless there's some lurkers. Tristan is a good enough player that if you were better than him, I would recognize your name. Nilly is in chat. Okay. Depends on the day, I guess. I was a great Dome Blood player back in the day. What was your name? I might recognize you. 2 boars underneath the TC for Yo. And TaToH has a boar over here. Let's take a look at the exploration. You want to explore the shorelines. TaToH can see where the relics are, which is important. Kind of gives you a hint on where the shorelines are as well. Like this one, you can see there's some shoreline activity over there. You're going to lose viewers now, am I? Maybe it was Destroyer Zur? Oh, I don't know that name. Were you in a clan? Let's take a look at what Yo can see. Yo is scouting the shorelines. He's sending a villager out here. He's looking for another boar, and he's going to find another sheep, which can be useful. But the next available boar is over here, which is a very long way away. He does see this one, though, so his start is going to be pretty strong, honestly. And he's going to see another boar over here, and I think he's going to spot this gold as well. He's already spotted the stone. Sees a gold over here, and unfortunately for Yo, he has come out to this, but it's not the worst thing in the world. He knows he has a backup now. What is with the generation of these stones and gold? Why are they all arrows? What are they pointing towards? What do we... Okay, I go this way, and then I go this way. And then I keep going... It wants me to do a corner check. It's a terrible corner. That is an awful corner. Yo, still doing the shoreline check. He's looking along. He's looking for the dock from TaToH, and he knows he's covered a lot of area with the shoreline, so he kind of knows where it isn't, right? If he moves this sheep a little bit further down, he is going to find the dock, confirmed. But as much as you want to 100% confirm where your opponent's dock is, you can kind of narrow it down. And right now, the most likely suspect is this corner over here. And he's going to find it with this sheep. He is going for a faster feudal approach, so he might go for the water pressure. He has not found the town center from TaToH, but he does see a house over here, and there's no dock right here because his sheep was not found by TaToH. So he can almost assume that there's something going on in this area. TaToH, on the other hand, has found the dock from Mr. Yo. House right next to the water is a clear indicator. There's also houses here. And he already knows that there's no dock placement. And he's added a dock in the center to try and have some safe fish, as he goes for a fast castle type of play. He's also going for outposts forward. That tells me that he wants to go either castle forward on Yo or monastery siege workshop forward on Yo. Once he gets to feudal age with town watch, it's going to be a lot of great vision. And he's just looking for his base. He doesn't know where he is. He knows he's somewhere down here, most likely. There is a world where he could be right here, but it's very unlikely. T90 went live. Yep. Everyone have his stream on one window, have my stream on the other. That is my only request. Still fishing away down here is TaToH, and Yo goes up to the castle age. Wow, dude. I thought Yo was going for feudal pressure, but look at this. Yo is already on the way to the castle age, and he's making a fire galley as well. Damn, dude. Without the use of a market, he went barrack stable, blacksmith. He's just now making the mill. Really, really solid opening here for Mr. Yo. And he makes the scout because he assumes that TaToH is going to go for that monk play, right? Also give him some really, really good information on TaToH's base. He can see this town center over here. Probably because it fired away on his house. And he's going to send the scout over to snipe the villager. Another dock at the top here from Yo. Neither player wants to overcommit on water. He's sending a fire galley down here, but TaToH is going for a fire galley in defense. And TaToH notices that scout. Beautiful stuff there from him. Saving that villager, and that means he can redock down here if he wants to. Also, he can repair his fire galley, which could matter. Dave back on Twitch? True. More scouts patrolling around. This is such an interesting build from Yo. Like, you go Bohemians to make scouts on your way up to Castle Age. It's definitely an adaptation to this Burmese monk build. Or presumably monks. We don't have any confirmation on that. Could be like Burmese into Boom? I don't know at the moment. TaToH eco is honestly a little bit confusing. And TaToH has to be kind of surprised by the scouts on the field now from Yo. He does have a better economy. You can see more res collected for him. As Yono gets light cav and he's coming in towards the gold, and TaToH needs to wall this off. And of course, he's up to the task. Villagers are going to be a little bit idle there on that gold with that palisade wall now, but still, he was fine initially, and now he's going to lose another villager. Bye-bye. As Yo sends another fire galley over to the fish on this side. TaToH getting war galley, though. Many people at home, I think, confused about the strategy, sitting in a dark room, looking at their phone, contemplating. Thinking. Yes. Interesting. Fascinating. Yes. Fascinating. It'll impact the speed of his monks and his villagers. As we see War Galley now coming in for Yo. He still has some fish alive. TaToH has 9 fishing ships. But Yo has that second TC a little bit faster. And the lack of aggression here is insane. Double monastery now for TaToH. He's going to go with pikemen as well. And Burmese do get +2 attack in the Castle Age on their infantry. Yo still doesn't know this dock is here. He doesn't know anything about this dock. Like, he could just dock down here and take out all the fish from TaToH. And he's docking over here. Okay. This will work. He's going to be able to take out some fish over on this side. He's going to come over here and presumably take out some fish. And TaToH is now going for the 1 villager TC over on the side as Yo starts to take out all these outposts in the center. TaToH getting Sanctity. More spearmen in the queue. And Yo is really starting to catch up on villager count now, but he might lose his fish if he's not careful. He's going for a fire, but the fish go down awfully fast to a fire ship as opposed to a fire galley. That's why you get that war galley upgrade, because you can just YOLO here and take out all 5 fishing ships. On the other side, though, Yo's taking out some fish of his own as he starts to gather the relics in the center. He's already gotten 2, and that's his 3rd. And TaToH's extremely confused. He's sitting in a dark room, looking at his computer screen, trying to figure out Yo's strategy. Worst part is that TaToH can see Yo picking up the relics. Yeah. And now Yo is going out to stone. So Yo has not played into this YOLO strategy of Hussite wagons that has been so popular. Yo is a very adaptive nomad player, and he's taking out the monk over here. TaToH loops another monk over, and Yo will get atonement. He's just now going to stone with this TC over here. So didn't have any stone coming in to build a castle to go for those Hussite wagons, but he still has the potential to make them later. Yo with the bait on the Bohemian strategy. TaToH doesn't need to quick wall these. He can just bring his spearmen over, and now he's getting pikemen. He's getting atonement of his own. He is going for atonement himself. 16 on food now for Yo, and that's land food eco, so a lot less exposed than the fishing ships from TaToH. As TaToH kills all of those light cap before they get a singular hit on the monk. And I would think Yo's eco is probably more stable than TaToH's right now, because he's going to kill these fishing ships over here with his fire. TaToH has very limited food supply at the moment. Are we not going to see a castle this game? I think we will. I think this game is going fairly late now. Redemption coming in for Mr. Yo. Second wood upgrade as well. And if we're wondering about his eco upgrades, he does have Fervor as well as the second Castle Age farm upgrade, second wood upgrade, and he's got Wheelbarrow as well. So his villagers are very speedy, very efficient eco here. 81% in Castle Age is actually pretty impressive. As he converts a villager over on this side. And can he convert that monk? He gets the monk. Redemption coming in for TaToH, but no monks forward anymore. Just this guy. It's more light cav are being produced. And Yo is pulling these pikemen out of position. Maybe he could dive on this mangonel. Doesn't have enough. Why do monks lose faith when you're converting them? They only lose faith if they were already previously trying to convert a unit and you convert them. If they weren't converting anything, then they don't lose faith. Redemption is in. Sanctity is in. That mangonel's going to get converted. Surely. What? He got him. It's fine. He got him. And Yo takes out that mangonel, but he's going to lose his own. Take a look at TaToH's eco. Let's do an eco check here. It's not great, right? 7 on food. He still has 2 fishing ships in the middle. And Yo will go for that castle. And now Yo is starting to secure this entire corner of the map. He's also converting the outpost. You can't charge up monks on buildings anymore. But not letting your opponent have vision over the middle of your base is really important. So good job from Yo over there to convert that. Take that away from TaToH as TaToH adds in some more farms behind. Eco upgrades so much better for Mr. Yo. And the res collected, he's ahead by 1,000 now. He does have 4 relics, which has brought him almost 900 gold to this point. Kind of letting TaToH convert the buildings now, and he deletes them at the front. How have clowns taken the monk changes? I don't know. I don't talk to them.
It's good that Yo is building a Siegel to defend his base.
That didn't really work out the way it was supposed to be. A Canadian dollar pun from Apex. Thank you for the $25, by the way. Didn't really work out, though. I'm so annoyed. You are. Tower now in defense. Towers are great defense against monks. So are monks converting the monks that want to convert the other monks. And we see a monk get converted. And this monk will turn around and convert this monk, which will also be converted by this monk. And his monk friends are going to have to run away from the monks that were converted by the other monks. And now another monk, which is previously a friend of this monk, will come along and try and convert the bodyguard that is trying to guard the monk as the villagers are pushing back the ram and more monks are coming along. And they're going to convert the villagers, but monks from behind are going to try and convert the other monks, which are now being converted by a different monk, and a monk needs to be deleted instead of converted by a monk. Whoa, low, low. Imperial Age is on the way for both players. They somehow go up to Imp, get their economies in order while doing all of this. It's impressive. TaToH is now on 32 on food. Really solid stuff. 15 farms placed. He's on stone. Mr. Yo, of course, already has that castle, and he's getting archery ranges up for potentially skirmishers. Could go Arbalists as well. Handcart coming in, so full, literally full Castle Age eco upgrades with the exception of, I think, Gilnets and Guilds. Oh, no, he's not Burgundians. He's Bohemians. Can't get Guilds in Castle Age. I think Gilnets is the only one he's missing, right? Tower trying to deny this, and Ballistics comes in from that university, but if that gets converted, it means no chemistry for Mr. Yo. And that's a really great conversion there by TaToH. Yo's going to have to realize that he does not have a university. Also, TaToH heading over towards this monastery. We can see Yo at the front side here with some monks. Running out of faith with these, but could convert the Siege Workshop and maybe push in this way. It's kind of a weird push, right? TaToH's completely on his own over here. He's exposed. He's got a castle, he's got villas, he's got monks. But Yo is cutting off his reinforcements from the back. And now Yo is going into skirmishers as TaToH is ready for the heist. He is ready for the relic heist. He is sitting here and he's waiting for these 4 relics to pop out. Yo has 1,000 gold in the bank, so I don't think it's going to impact him immediately. But if TaToH can hold on to these, it might be really nice for him. Also coming forward with Erenbai as well. Tower over here from Yo is really smart. TaToH's got this base, which I don't think Yo knows about. Yeah, he has no idea this is here. And he'll start to collect that stone. Yo also took out the fish in the pond. Front side. Could go for Cannon Galleon if he gets chemistry, which he's getting right now, but that can be converted pretty easily. As TaToH now... What if Yo converts all 4 of these monks and then walks back with those relics? What if? It's not going to happen. TaToH's making his way home. He's got 4 relics. He's coming back. Screbs are now out from TaToH, working away on the TC. Yo's eco is phenomenal, though, and Heresy is coming in. He's going to have Heresy. He's going to have Elite Skirms. He's going to have Trebs. Yo is cooking right now, and he spotted the farmer. He spotted 1 farmer, guys. 1 farmer. If you're wondering, he can't see these farm foundations. This is a capture age only in his line of sight. And TaToH is now spotting the castle. He's going for a castle of his own. I think TaToH's will be up first, and it actually might deny Mr. Yo's. We'll see. Still, he has bigger things to worry about, which is this push here from Yo. Skirmishers now coming over as well. Castles will both go up. Yo's is actually going to go up first. Slightly faster. And the skirms can cut off the retreat from these villas, and the skirms can even kill the monks here. Could be big. TaToH's about to find out that Yo has Heresy. Light Cav coming in, but the monks are dying. Castle is cutting off this gold income from TaToH. And where on earth is TaToH getting gold now? Just here. That's the only gold he has available to him. This 1 tile that has 500 left on it. And he realizes it's GG. And that's just a phenomenal game from Yo. Right? He opens Scouts with Bohemians. Or no, Barracks Stable. Click up to Castle Age. Go Scouts. Go 1 Fire Galley. You're like a minute and a half, 2 minutes faster to Castle Age than your opponent, who is going for an FC build. And you're making Scouts. That's a crazy build from Yo. Why not ban Nomad against Yo? Nomad. Because, I mean, he has lost it quite a bit in previous tournaments. It's not like an insta-win for him. He's just really good. Has Yo or Vivi lost Nomad and Warlords yet? Well, I mean, they've only... I don't know if they played it in the qualifiers, but they've only had 1 set. So, no. Literally undefeated. And Yo didn't even go through the qualifiers. TaToH's also good on Nomad. Exactly. All right. Bohemians win. Nomad win. And TaToH has 1 game left. Or he needs to win the next game. No losses left to give up for him.
Your Facebook account, that's fine. Some of you guys are way too comfortable being anonymous. We had like Poop Sniffer 69 subscribe.
Comfort
Thank you,
levels are
Poop
insane.
Nuts.
Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax
What else we
break
got
just
here?
for
Any
hanging
weird
out
ones?
with ya.
Weird Velociraptor.
Gift a sub? I've already been
dactyls.
gifted? No, dude.
Cool, dude. We got some cool names as well.
Bro,
Scarlet,
what?
Looting
Who
Bear.
gifted me a sub? I wanted to
Noxy,
resub.
Forever Frank, Soviet, Salty, Valio. I can't get all the names. I can't. But if you subscribed, thank you. Guys, we have new badges, and the badges, in my opinion, look very sick. I am slightly biased. So what we have based the badges around,
Or have I been
is
subbing
around
the
Age of
entire
Empires 2
time?
colors.
Hang on a second.
So if you hit the 1 year, you're player 1. You're blue. If you end up getting to 2, you guys know this.
Sub
You should know
anniversary
this,
in
it would
3
be red.
days.
Then 3 would be green, and it works all its way up to orange. And if you're
You've
like
been
midway at all, right?
No, I
So
don't
let's say
think
you're
so.
a year and a half, you are part blue, part red.
I don't
So
think so.
there's like a nice little build up towards it all, you know? Hey, by the way, to my subs, I'm not seeing
Welcome
enough people
back.
do T90 dodged in chat. Not that I'm in charge of you. You could just live your life. But we do have the dodged emote, which is perfect for these moments.
Dodged. Yeah, okay.
There we go. Now we're seeing. There we go. There's the wave. There's the wave. Dude, I've missed the animated emotes. Also, I want to do a test here with chat. I want to see how hive-minded people really are. We're going to wait because people got to get their dodges out of the way.
What are we sitting at?
If you don't
okay,
get
let's
it-
get into hideout. Let's get. He's back. He's back. Da na 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 na. And it's exactly the same as it was. Can you give me a sub? I'm really upset that someone gifted me a sub. I was busy casting a game when he returned. I think someone gifted me a sub because I definitely have not been subbing this entire time to Tristan's channel. All right, here we go. Hideout. Burgundians for Yo, Malay for TaToH. Now, TaToH will likely go for the fast feudal approach with the Malay, get his eco upgrades, and get it rolling. Yo, with the Burgundians, does not need to do that. He can get his eco upgrades age earlier. Why doesn't he cast Warlords? Because he's on his return stream, bruh. I don't know. Ask him. He's got other things planned for today. Got other things planned. There's a mill right here for Yo. And that starting house is a little bit annoying for him. TBH. Yeah, TaToH, I think, is going to try and go fast up. So maybe 18, 19 pop. Uptime. Get your feudal upgrades. You start setting up your farms. Maybe. It's a very popular build, but maybe he mixes it up. Maybe he tries to go just FC into some sort of pressure. I feel like with the Malay, you definitely have to pressure the Burgundians. You don't want to get late game against them. It's basically the same for any civilization against Malay. Don't really want to go late game. Don't have that many strong options. I was wrong about you losing viewers to T90. Well, everyone's got his stream over there, and then my stream up on a different tab, right? Malay must be delayed. Exactly. You're on my first tab? Aw. You're on my first tab too, buddy. 22 pop-up from TaToH. I think this is too fast to go FC. You see how quickly the Malay uptime comes in. Just so you know, Dave, neither of you are on my main monitor. Thanks, Ominous. Am I on your, what, like, typewriter? Your fax machine? I could see Ominous with a typewriter hooked up to his computer. Timeout. User. Yo, what's up, Meister? Here we are. So it is the fast feudal approach for TaToH. I guess it's a little bit modified when you start with 9 villagers, right? A normal 3 villager start, you would see the Malay player go up 17, 18 population. This one, you have to adapt a little bit. Maybe you can't feasibly go up that quickly with 9 vills start. But he's getting his farm set up. He's going for some extra houses. Make sure he doesn't get housed, and he's not going to. And he's going to get a really, really solid eco. Last time we saw this matchup, I was saying Malay eco is better than Burgundians. And it played out when we were looking at the resources. It did play out in that way. And I'm going to say it again. Malay eco is better than Burgundians. Burgundians can get the eco upgrades early. And you see Yo has a slight advantage in resources collected. But this is where TaToH is going to pull ahead. He spent less time going up to the next stage, which means he's going to have more villagers. And he's going to get those eco upgrades at a similar time. And that is going to impact the res collected. And he is going to be ahead here in a couple minutes. I like the transparent building base when it hasn't started building. So do I. I think Capture Age made a couple really good adjustments. The moral of the story is, in this Civ matchup, you can't let the Burgundian eco, which so many people consider to be very, very strong, and it kind of is. You can't let it get in your head. You got to play like you have a really strong eco. Antimich, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, man. What's your outlook on baseball next year while we wait on the boom? Don't really have one. I think the Padres and Mets are going to continue to suck. I think the Yankees are going to continue to suck because Judge is that entire team. And, oh, what's this fuck? The pitcher. Oh my god. How do I not? Oh my god. How do I not remember his name? Pitcher for the Yankees. Brought him in for a big salary. Garrett Cole. Judge and Garrett Cole is that entire team. The rest, their 1-9 looks terrible. The Yankees have just like the worst lineup in history. Shaquille O'Neal? No. Sandy Koufax? Roger Clemens? Hello? Are you here in your time machine from the 1990s? We've come a long way. Castle Age is on the way for TaToH, and it's going to be pretty competitive Castle Age. And look at the villager advantage. He's got a 5 vill advantage right now. Look at the res collected. He's ahead of the Burgundians. He is ahead. Yo is going for scouts, though. So Yo is going to contest the relics here, and TaToH definitely wants to prevent Yo from grabbing too many of those, because they generate gold and food. And obviously, you know, denying the relics is very important in general on a hideout. More closed-off map like this with limited gold. He does have 3 relics over on his side of the map, though. So it kind of favors him a little bit. And this one is kind of neutral. This is the only relic so far that favors Mr. Yo. As Yo goes for a monastery. Husbandry coming in for his scouts as well. Doesn't really need to get the light cav upgrade yet. His opponent isn't even in Castle Age. But he might be thinking about it. It is cheaper for Burgundians. Regis, thank you. Biddle, thank you for the 200 bits. Appreciate you. And there's the monastery and the town center from TaToH, and his eco is still ahead. Malay economy is simply better than Burgundians, guys. It's simply better. Second farm upgrade is already in for Mr. Yo. Second farm upgrade coming in right now for TaToH. And light cav coming in for Yo as TaToH hunts this down. And because of the light cav upgrade, this scout is actually going to kill this unit. It's ridiculous, but that's what's going to happen. Because scouts are faster than light cav. It's that heavy shield bringing him down. My man is dead. Maybe not in one hit, But eventually, he's dead. Even Boris can't do anything about that. Both players with husbandry, and yeah. Light cav goes down. These light cav are looking okay, though. And they're roaming around looking for monks, and so is TaToH. And TaToH, without the light cav upgrade, actually sniped the first monk here from Mr. Yo. You generally prefer being Burgundians and post-imp? Yeah. Yeah, if we're looking at late game here, Burgundians have more options than Malay, right? Think about the ultimate Malay composition, and Burgundians can absolutely kill that. I did not know the speed decreases with light cap. It's a very slight difference. Very, very slight difference. I actually kind of like it, though. Because then you don't... I mean, there's a lot of people that argue that an upgrade on a unit should upgrade everything. But I think it makes sense for the scout to be faster. It is a scout, after all. Looks like a pixelated Italy. The wood on this map. I mean... No... Not really, but I see what you're getting at. I think this part kind of does, but not the top part. Italy is not that mushroomy at the top. Any Italians here can confirm? It is not that mushroomy. Light cav is coming in, and I think it might even be at the perfect moment here. Now he can two-shot this monk. Oh, God. If he had the scout there, I think the light cav might be able to block and save that monk, but light cav upgrade comes in at the perfect time, and TaToH snipes him, and Yo only has one relic in so far. He's going to try and grab this second one, and TaToH should be in a position shortly to start grabbing these. That's not coming in. This monk, you need to yeet. He threw the wrong direction. Sometimes they get confused, you know? He threw it sideways. He lost his way. Lars? Yeah, fake Lars is back. He is back. More light cap coming in from Mr. Yo. He's got 6 on the field, 2 in the queue. TaToH's got 7 on the field, and so does Yo now. And TaToH still has more res collected. 500 more res collected. Wheelbarrow coming in for both players. TaToH's farming eco looking super solid. 30 farms for him. 23 farms for Yo. You guys remember the set I cast the other day with MBL when he was going on about Burgundian vineyards? How good it was. It's like, dude, have you ever even... Sometimes I wonder if he's ever even, like, played. Like thousands of games, and he thinks Burgundian Vineyards is good. That text sucks. It does sound kind of good on paper, yeah. Just passing that monk, I suppose. There's another light cap guarding this, though. As another monk goes down, TaToH's doing a good job contesting this. However, he isn't bringing in relics of his own. I think that's the only downside here in these fights. He's doing a wonderful job killing the monks from Yo, but he's not bringing anything in. And Yo is still retaining the map control. And ideally, Malay want a forward castle, right? They want to be up to Imperial Age first, and they oftentimes are. But... They want a forward position, and with the light cav spam here from Yo, he is going to deny that forward position. So TaToH will need to make the first castle back here somewhere if this keeps up, and then he's going to have to slowly push out here, which will give time for Yo to get all his technologies, and it's going to kind of, you know, kill the opening push from TaToH, which is fantastic. And TaToH, to get that forward position, has actually researched pikemen, and he's going to start producing a lot more so that he can protect his villagers when they inevitably come forward and try and drop a castle on this hill. 1.4k wood for Yo. Yeah. He does have 4 TCs, though. Definitely needs to convert that into farm eco for sure. Another monastery from Yo. Still a ton of light cav. Monks can kind of counter the pikemen as Loom comes in now from TaToH. 1.7k wood from TaToH. So both players very distracted with all of this stuff. And the eco is showing it very clearly. We need more farms, but then you have to expand out for farm space, and then your opponent can potentially hit you. You'll have to delete your walls and stuff. It gets a little bit difficult. Yo is going to be the first person here to click up to the Imperial Age if he gets a second building, and there's the university right there. As he will be getting decent conversions against the pikemen. If he converts enough pikemen, he can engage with the light cav. He's not going to. TaToH's pushing him back. TaToH is pushing him back. TaToH a little bit late to stone, however. So he can't immediately follow up this success. And Yo is already on the way up to Imperial Age. Really good, solid game here of Hideout. I think both players realize exactly what they need to do. TaToH realizing he needs a forward. Yo realizing he needs to delay TaToH from that forward and force the first castle back somewhere over here. Yo, what's up, Mom and Alish? How's it going? Solid effort here. I think Yo... We know what we're going to get from TaToH, but I think Yo is playing with a plan today on all these maps, and he's been really solid so far. Battle Elephant. Ooh. 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 TaToH's cooking. And it's not just Battle Elephant. He's got Light Cav to deal with the monks. He's got pikemen to deal with the Light Cav that will deal with his monks. And then he has Battle Elephant to deal with everything else. Redemption also coming in from TaToH. He should be coming forward shortly. I've been talking about the castle on the hill forever. That is the grand plan. You want Trebs to complement these elephants, and I love the fact that he's kind of queuing up a bunch of them before he sends them in. As Yo goes for a castle of his own. You can't really stall out villagers anymore. TaToH's coming forward with a castle, but he realizes now that you can't stall villagers with monks, it takes a second for them to stop building from the foundation. You start to convert. Now that you can't stall him out, he needs to go for a castle back here. Has Yo seen the elephants? He's going to see one. And now he's going to see a whole lot more than one pretty soon. Needs to go Halb. He needs to open Halb, I think. And there it is. So now TaToH's on a timer. TaToH is on a big timer. Big timer. Second blacksmith even from Yo, which is beautiful. Beautiful second blacksmith. And that allows for the upgrades to come in super quickly. I love this. So amazing. And TaToH, man, you got to get something done real soon here, buddy. You didn't get the castle forward. And now you're in a situation where you're fighting up against Halb with the elephant. And your opponent is an Imperial Age faster than you, and you are melee. That is very concerning. Unless TaToH is going to go for some onager cut or something like that, this is going to be extremely difficult for him. Yo, also setting up another castle here. It looks a little exposed, but it's going to keep his Trebs safe. Keeping the halberdiers back. He's also probably thinking about going into hand cannons. Only 1 on gold currently for Yo. Hang on a second. Okay, shifting all his vills over here. I was like, wait, 1 on gold? But he's shifting 23 villagers over to the gold. So he's going to be fine. Super solid eco for both. 41 on food. 116 vills for Yo. 125 for TaToH. TaToH actually has more res collected total. But now TaToH's in a position where he needs to make a switch into Arbalest. His elephants are making the long trek over, and this will be very surprising for Yo. That's actually a great maneuver from TaToH, because what are these elephants really adding over here against the Helms? Not much. They're just going to get converted by the monks. Why run all your infantry away from one monk? Well, he had the Helms there too. Hannibal over the Alps, yep. And Yo is actually sending villagers and light cabs, so he'll discover Hannibal. Just like the Romans knew that Hannibal was coming. Typical Roman fashion, right? They knew his army disappeared somewhere in southern France. They're like, we've been tracking this. That army is there somewhere. And then some Roman general is like, I'll never be able to make it over. Hubris. Dave, you are let us think of the Romans now. I think of the Romans. I think of the Roman Empire daily. Bracer coming in for the skirms. Second armor upgrade. He's killing his own Helms, which is unfortunate. But he's in a position to clear up all these production buildings. And he's going to spot the elephants over on this side. And he's sending more Helms. Elephant raid. Uh-oh. JK. JK. Not a concern at all. I think it's going to be fine. But maybe the attention is drawn off into the wrong place for Mr. Yo. Maybe that's enough time for TaToH to push back on this side. It doesn't look like it, right? It doesn't look like it. Bomber cannon with the +10 attack from Burgundians working away on the crossbows. Elephants are being completely cleared over here. Yo has gone for another wall as TaToH is forced to wall up here, but Yo with that wall securing a gold, a stone, another stone, a gold, a stone over here. Absolutely beautiful play from Mr. Yo. And now TaToH is in a position you never want to be with Malay, where it's late game. Your opponent has more map control, more resources collected. Some beautiful archer ranges up against the edge here. That is just amazing. And you're forced to push back with what? Arbalest Karambit? It's just simply not it. It's not it. Maybe if the map was wide open, Karambit can be okay, but not through a choke point. Through a choke point, they just get cooked. They get completely cooked. Burgundian Vineyards. And he's doing that because he has so much res available to him. Yo has all the res in the world. And I think we're at a situation where Yo just has to think about pop efficiency now with his army. Right? You have the resources. What is the most efficient army you can make? It's probably Paladin. It's probably Paladin, especially since your opponent hasn't teched into Halb yet. Or no, he has. Okay, never mind. I thought he just had Pike. Just had Halb. It's still probably the most efficient army. Paladin hand cannon, right? Coustier is the play. Oh, Coustier is good too. Forgot about that unit. Yeah, good call. Forgot they even got that. We haven't seen it in a while. Skirm's not really doing the trick against the Karambits here, and TaToH has waited long enough to start pushing this back. Don't get too excited though, because hand cannons are coming out, and hand cannons absolutely destroy the Karambits. And the Castilier switch is on the way. Coustier, Castilier, we're not sure. One of them. No ballistics for Yo, true. Plus 29 on the charge attack damage. That is enough to officially one-shot a Karambit. Even an elite Karambit. 40 HP, 11 plus 29. Oh no, it's not because of the armor. It's not enough. Damn, dude. Elite Karambit actually matters here. They tank it. They tank a hit from the Castilier. Aren't Canadians supposed to be able to speak French? Yeah. It should be Castilier. But I've heard different pronunciations of it. So I don't know. Another castle defensively from Yo. You can see him setting up all these castles because he's worried about the raids, right? He doesn't need castles forward. He can go for one eventually. He's got a bit of extra stone once he's cleared up the units over here. He's setting it up because he's worried about TaToH like onager cutting or maybe coming through here. He's even got a second layer of wall and raiding his base. So if he has castles set up in his farms, super consistent play. That can't happen. And he can focus all of his attention over here. Pros will do anything other than research fortified wall. True. But I mean, fortified wall isn't going to help you much over here. If TaToH's going to come through, he's going to come through the wood line. That castle's going to go down. Good setup here from Yo. He's even getting crop rotation. My man is maxed out. He got both the mining upgrades as well. My man is maxed out. And TaToH is running out of ideas. There is no idea that can save you. There's simply nothing that can save you. 31 military for TaToH. 60 military for Mr. Yo. And Yo's going to win this one 3-1. Did anyone know that they could actually make this unit? Heavy CA went from 50 base accuracy to 80 base accuracy. I think that's probably a misclick from Yo, but he's going to send them in anyway, and he's going to be raiding over here with Castilier. He's cut through the center, and yeah, that's the GG. TaToH calls it. Yo, great production with the military. TaToH, I think if he never went for the elephants there, he would have had a much better chance in that game. He sank a lot of res into those elephants. If he had just kept sending army forward, I think he gets that castle up right here where he wants it. And then he can pressure Mr. Yo. But he tried to make that elephant switch a little bit too early. And it didn't pan out. That was a phenomenal game from Yo, though. Really, really solid stuff from him. TaToH just got outplayed. Yep. And that's a 3-1. So Yo is 2-0. He needs one more set win to go through to the bracket stage. And he's looking to be in phenomenal form. After going into elephants, he needed to commit to his attack there. Yeah, he was trying to hide the switch back here, but I think it just thought too hard about it. He was cooking too much in the background. Right? Like, TaToH needs the forward position. Needs it. If he doesn't get it, this is what happens. Anyway. Well played from Mr. Yo. He wins that set. And we have 3 more sets today. It's already been 2 hours. We have 3 more sets. The next one is going to be